Who is Robert Tolnai? I know, right? Who the heck cares? But hey guys, I realized that we have been doing this for so long now. It's been almost 15 years. You guys see all the success stories and all the amazing help that we're able to give our buyers and our sellers and our investors. And it's like, oh my God, look at these guys. They're doing great. Look at all the success that they're having. That's fantastic. But does anybody know how we got there? Probably not, right? Because it sure shit didn't happen overnight. So I wanted to take a couple of minutes to share with you guys our story, our journey, and how we got here. So if you're interested, check out this video. Hey, Robert Tolnai here, your local realtor with Robert Tolnai Home Group. Alright, so for guys to really understand how it all began, I gotta take you back, like way back, to really make sense of all this. As most of you guys know, we are an immigrant family that came from Romania way back when, and I cannot thank my parents enough for the risk that they took to make that happen. As most of you might know, to escape a communist country, back then at least, you run a very high risk of either getting shot or going to jail when you try to cross that border. But they did it because they knew they wanted a better life for them and for ourselves. And like I said, I could never thank them enough. So that was really the beginning. And coming here to America, my dad got here first. We were able to come about a year later. And it was the hardest thing to transition from a communist country to this great American, mega country. Because it is such a different world, guys. So both my sister and I, we didn't speak English when we came here. And it was very difficult couple of years because during that time, it was a transition into high school, that very teenage period where kids are very mean. I don't know if they're as mean today, but back then, oh man, it was a very tough transition. It took us a couple of years to be able to kind of learn and fit in and what the American lifestyle is all about. And at least for me and for my sister, I think being very good at sports, coming from Romania, really helped our transition be a little bit easier. And again, not only that I have to thank my parents, but there's a couple of guys back then that really helped me understand what life is all about in America and how to transition and how to fit in. Really, really good guys that thankfully I'm still really good friends with. And one of the best guys ever in the world that you'll ever meet, and that was my gymnastics coach at the time and life mentor, that's Tim Gable. And then the guys that really helped and kind of helped me understand how this all works, and that was Jared Malone, Brian Carey, and David Hatch. It would have taken me probably a lot longer without their help. All right, so fast forward a few years, guys. I finally got into real estate in the year 2001. I was a young, irresponsible, immature kid, but I had a lot of success from the beginning just because I loved the business, I love people, I love relationships, and it was a really good run till about 2006-07 when you all know what happened, when the market crashed and most people lost everything. So then I took off for a few years, traveled around, experienced and explored some other things, and eventually ended up coming back to the States and fell in love with my wife. And truly, as most people might not even know this, she is the rock of my life, and she's the one that really helped me choose the better path. Her strength and her responsibility and discipline is what was missing for me to have a balanced life and be able to have the success that we started having together, but it took a long time. We moved from New York back to Arizona with no money, a couple of suitcases, only one car, started having babies. So the first 2 to 3 years, we had a lot of sacrifices we had to make. We didn't have money to go out, we didn't have money to go party. It was just family life, work, very little income, and we lost some friends along the way who didn't understand the sacrifices that we were making, but slowly we started doing all the right things and in the right order. And finally, we were able to have me step away from a secure job at the bank with very little money and get back into real estate, which is what I love to do most. And ever since then, we slowly were able to grow our business one client at a time, one buyer at a time, one seller at a time. Then we got into the investing world, did some flips. We're currently and always looking for long-term rentals because we know that's the only way we're going to retire faster and help our families and hopefully future generations to come. And since then, I think most of you that know us now have seen the success and the slow growth that we've been able to have with our business through the help of our clients, our family around us, and some really good friends that are just a very good support system. And you can always learn from anybody around you that will help you progress and help you improve over and over again. We're nowhere nearly done, even though we are at the point that we didn't think that we would get here so quickly. We still have so much more to go. We love this country, we love this business, we love our clients, and the opportunities are endless. So we absolutely love what we're doing, and we're going to continue to push forward. So that, in a nutshell, as quickly as I can tell you, is how we got here and the path that we've taken and the journey that we've had, which I wouldn't change anything for the world. So if there's anything in our story, guys, that you find interesting or you might want to try or duplicate or do yourselves, we are an open book. So please reach out to me. We'd love to sit down for coffee and help you in any way that we can. And anything that we can do, we are happy to do it anytime. So thank you guys so much for watching. I totally appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you out there. Have a good day.